Tips for guys. For a successful relationship.
Yeah, right.
This was written by a guy who has years of experience with girls.
In other words, it was written by a womanizing loser or else someone who's desperate and keeps failing at relationships.
Believe you me, most of them are true about girls.
No, don't believe you him, it's unlikely he actually knows most girls.
1. Whatever you do, don't just show up at her house. She runs around in her underwear just like we do.
Speak for yourself, sir. I know of some girls who do this, and some who don't. Me being one of the latter.
2. Don't cheat on her. It may seem foolproof, but girls tell each other everything about everything. Trust me, she will find out, and you will be mud.
Whether or not you get caught is beside the point. Just don't cheat. You wouldn't if you really cared in the first place.
3. Beware of every single male relative and all guy friends. Any of them would kick your ass at the drop of a hat, and a lot of them wouldn't even wait for the damn hat.
Why beware unless you actually plan to do something to warrant trouble? That's just paranoid.
4. Never miss an opportunity to tell her she's beautiful.
That's not necessary or even wanted with this girl. I don't require or trust flattery. I know some girls who do, and they are a lot sadder. Of course you can compliment me once in a while, only when you really mean it. I'll do likewise to you.
5. Don't refuse to kiss her in front of your friends. If they laugh at you, it's just because they are jealous.
Actually it's me who's likely to refuse, putting on a public display of affection.
6. If she slaps you hard, you deserved it.
Can't disagree.
7. Don't be afraid to touch her, if you want to. If she's going out with you in the first place, it's because she likes being in your arms.
No. That is a big lie. You're very sad if you think girls and guys can't just be friends. No touching on a first outing, which likely isn't even a date. If you get closer later on, go from there, but don't move too fast, or you will lose any chance at friendship or a relationship with the girl.
8. If you don't sleep with her, don't tell your friends that you did.
That's right, because if you do, you're a disgusting creep who doesn't give a hoot about the girl's feelings or reputation, and you deserve to lose her as well as all of your friends.
8.5. If you do sleep with her, don't tell your friends that you did.
That's right, because it's nobody's business.
9. You can be dirty-minded in private. Really, most of them are not offended by it.
There you go with this most again. Look, you'll find out soon enough if the girl you like is as dirty-minded as you, and there are a lot of girls who are. But I'm not one of them, privately or publicly.
10. Not all of them eat like birds. A lot of them can eat like whales.
Actually no. Birds peck and claw, and whales catch their prey underwater. I don't know of any human beings who do that.
11. Most of them don't mind paying half of everything, but they do discuss these things with their friends. Realize that if you make your girlfriend pay half all the time, everyone will know about it.
And your friends will know you're a pussy.
What moronic tosh? First of all, the use of that word pussy is stupid in so many ways. It's foul and shows a considerable lack of intelligence and originality. Second, I've never known girls to gossip about such trivial things as how much their date paid for dinner out. We're not living in the 19th century anymore, get with the times.
11.5. Do you honestly need all your money that much? Be a man, pay all the time.
Okay, I'll rephrase that. We're not living in the dark ages. Some of us girls prefer to pay our own way. Since when does paying only half disqualify any male from the human race as a man? Get real.
12. Every girl should eventually get 3 things from her boyfriend: a stuffed animal, one of his sweatshirts, and a really pretty ring. Even if it's not a serious relationship.
No, wrong. Some girls don't like stuffed animals, or can't have them around, dust allergies, you know. Others have more than they know what to do with. We don't all ditch our cherished childhood plush toys. As for the other 2 things, they should only be given in a serious relationship, or else you're just stringing her along. That's not cool.
13. Make sure she gets home safely as often as you can. If you are dropping her off, walk her to the door. If you aren't dropping her off, call to be sure she's home safely.
The call isn't necessary, unless you really are worried. Otherwise you're just being too pushy, unless I'm as crazy about you. If we've already had a night out, chances are it's late, I'm tired and I've had enough of you by now. I'm not going to be very receptive to gabbing on the phone with you for another 2 hours.
14. If a guy is bothering her, it is your right to beat the shit out of him.
Absolutely wrong, unless you and she really are in danger from the other guy. Some of us aren't impressed by guys who use any excuse just to beat up another member of their own gender. There are other more civilized ways of getting rid of a bother. Don't cheat, and don't beat.
15. If you are talking to a female friend of yours, pull your girlfriend closer.
Please, that's not necessary. How about simply getting over the gender complexes and having a good old conversation among friends?
16. Never ever slap her, even if it's just in a joking way. Even if she swats you first, and says, "Oh, you're so dumb" or something, never make any gestures back.
Bullcrap. One turn deserves another.
17. Go to a chick flick once in a while. She doesn't care whether you enjoy it or not, it just matters that you went.
No, believe it or not, some of us girls, 1. Aren't into chick flicks. 2. Aren't so inconsiderate as to drag you to a movie without caring if you'll enjoy it. 3. You don't have to totally self-sacrifice and do things you don't enjoy just to maintain a relationship. Here's a novel idea. How about finding out what you and she have in common that you like to do, and go do that instead?
18. You're dead meat if you can't get along with their pets, parents, and best friends. Be Prince Charming to their friends, Mr. Polite to their parents, and make sure to be nice to their animals.
Don't be a fake about it. Besides, we don't always get along with our parents, our friends, or our pets either, so just act around them the same way you normally would around any strangers, until you get better acquainted.
19. Don't flirt with their moms, that's just freaky.
That's an understatement.
20. Don't be freaked out by PMS. It's not gross, and it really does make them feel like shit, so be understanding.
Don't always assume it's PMS when she's not feeling well, or in a downer. Girls have real feelings over real events in their lives, and they get the flu or a cold same as any guy. They have as much a right to feel off color without getting dismissed as having PMS all the time. By the way, some of us aren't even affected by PMS at all.
21. If you don't like the way they drive, you do it.
Unless it's their own vehicle. You drive yours, let her drive hers. And there are girls who don't drive due to vision problems, in which case, you don't have to worry about it.
22. If you were officially dating, and you were introducing her to your friends, you'd better damn well introduce her as your girlfriend.
Well, some girls might have a cow if you don't follow this rule, but not me.
23. Don't stress where you go for every date. They really only want to be with you.
Okay, can't disagree.
24. If they complain that something hurts, rub it for them without being asked.
That depends on what it is. A back rub is manageable, but what's a guy to do if his girlfriend says she's got a toothache?
25. Girls are fragile. Even if you're play fighting/wrestling, be very gentle.
No, we're not sumo wrestlers, but we're not China dolls either.
26. Memorize their damned birthdays. You forget a birthday and you're basically screwed for life. Same goes for Valentine's Day, Friendship Day, and any other day that's important for girls. Be the first to wish them.
There's no such thing as Friendship Day. That was dreamed up by some chain letter originator. Look, I forget birthdays all the time, so I'm not going to get mad at people for not remembering mine on the day. As for Valentine's Day, the only thing I care about is getting some candy. I don't care, and won't go to pathetic little pieces, if you don't remember to wish me every happy freaking day.
27. Don't marinate the cologne, but smell good.
Right, only I think you meant to say, don't marinate in the cologne.
28. Don't give her something stupid for her birthday or Christmas or Valentine's Day. It doesn't have to be expensive, but it has to be meaningful. Jewelry is always nice, not applicable for all.
Okay, but first you have to find out what her idea of stupid is, and if she even gives a darn about jewelry.
29. If you think the relationship isn't going to last, don't wait to find out. It will only hurt you more if you dry it out.
That's true.
30. After you've been dating for a while, realize that they really have started to trust you. When you have a girlfriend who truly trusts you, you have a lot more responsibility, privilege and control than you would think. Be careful with it. Most guys would kill for that kind of power, and it can be lost in a nanosecond.
Trust, yes. Responsibility cuts both ways. Power and control, if any guy thinks they'll get that over me, they've got another thing coming.